Well, hello folks off YouTube. My name's Ian and welcome to my channel. What a beautiful night it is as well. Bit of a strange tale to tell you, but you never know you're looking at a raffle, do you? So, let's have a quick look about. Escape. Be rude not to have a look. No, that's not the escape. The escape's over here. Oh well, I see a bit of iron there, not a lot, some lamps. What else? That lead? No, not doing lead. There's a blind there. There's a UPVC window frame. I could get the screwdriver out. I'm not so far away, am I? And get what I can out of it. Ooh, I wonder if that's left out for me or not. I better not. I could knock on the door, couldn't I, and ask? I don't think so. Anyway, bit of iron. Oh, I won't get them lamps now. Come on in. Think smart, lad. Think smart. I will stick them in my garden. Come on, it's like fishy. Alright. Brush is alright too. I'll tell you what, I'll put the brush on the floor, then right, let's have a root about. Well, you'd never believe what I found in this skip. Something I've always been looking for. And if you don't believe me, it's the storage space. Yes, who'd have thought you found space in a skip? Right, we're being silly now. Let's get back home, eh? Let's back home and have a look at what's in the back of the car. Well, I suppose I didn't have far to go with it, did it? Right, I'm going to get this stuff out and put it down there in front of the garage and tell you a tale, because it's quite funny how it happened. I think it's funny. Started off with an impulse buy on Marketplace and ended up near enough paying for itself. But we'll get it out because you can't see it so well there. Okie doke, we've now emptied the car. Right, but before I show you what we've got, I'll explain how I got it. So, you probably saw in my last video I enjoyed a drink and was a little merry. Not too much, but quite happy with myself. Well, I went inside and I was on Marketplace and I did an impulse buy. I saw some tools. I thought, there's something there I think I could use, and the price was right. I've got an idea, and I thought, where do I buy these things? And I saw this, I thought, whoa, I can utilise that. So, made a phone call and bought them, but I only managed to get them this afternoon. And it's at that point where I'm got buyer's guilt. I'm thinking, Ian, what a pile of junk you've bought, really? What are you going to do with it? Now, first of all, I'm going to need some help in identification, because one of the things, I've not got a clue what it is. Well, I've an idea, but I've seen different models of this, and this don't look out like them. It's a hybrid. I think it's old, but we'll get to that. No, we'll get to that now, and then we'll show you what I thought was going to be me spending money turned out to be breaking even, possibly even making some. As you can tell from the advert, you can't see it very well. Well, this is what I ended up buying for 15 squids. Right, so these are 2 foot flags. That's a pretty big size of Stilson, record Stilson. That one's a bit smaller. Made in England. "18" That's 18". That'll make that. That will make that bigger. 20". Well, that's 18". It's bigger anyway. So there was that. This is what I wanted: a big pipe cutter, because I get off my knees in. I get quite a few little aluminium fire extinguishers, but I've got to cut them in half, and I don't like using an angle grinder on them. I've got a thing about aluminium dust, so I don't like doing it. So I thought, if I can find a big pipe cutter, or if I can get a blades off a pipe cutter, I'll be able to make a big pipe cutter. And then I saw that. I thought, well, that's a start. So we'll give that a try sometime to see if it should go through that. It'll easily go through that, and see how we go cutting that open. Not tonight, Smid. Maybe. So, big pipe cutter, 2 Stilson wrenches, this big hole down, I know what that is, a couple of crowbars, a big auger. Again, these are 2 foot flags, so again it's a 2 foot auger, possibly about half an inch. No idea what I would do with it. And then this. I couldn't tell what it was on the picture. When I've got my hands on it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So we've got studs there and a grippy thing there. So that immediately tells me you put something in there and it grips. You put it over. So it got me thinking, if there's any names on it. Edwards, Bracewell, Edwards and Bracewell, possibly. Keithley in Yorkshire, England. Right, and then that comes in and out, but I guess that comes out when you wind this. Oh, there it is, coming out slowly, but it's coming out. Right, we've got a spanner end, so I guess that comes off or unwinds out altogether, because I think that square shank is going to fit these square bolts. So my initial thought was that it was a floorboarding cramp, and it still could be. So you put that over your joist, cramp it up, and you wind it up, and it shoves your floorboards together. That's kind of my idea, but equally it could be something totally different. It could be you put it on a vertical stanchion. I don't know, vertical stanchion, and a joist on top or something, and you wind it up. You know. Anybody got any ideas? Oh, anyway, that's what you get for spending £15. I nearly cried. I parted with that money until I spied with my little eye battery and a Kirby, a big cast iron Kirby vacuum cleaner. These were the Rolls Royce of the day. All the top orders. These are before Cyclone vacuum cleaners, before Dysons. These were what hotels used. They had the biggest, most powerfulest suction going. Anyway, do you want them? No, I was going to take a tip. I thought, I'll save you the trouble. Why are you being so generous with me? I'll save you the trouble. So, ended up battery, that's going to give me a few kilograms of cast aluminium, isn't it? A couple of speakers, bit of cable. Oh, in the skip, I picked this out. I picked this comb up. Why? Because I think that end of that is stainless steel, and it is. That won't be stainless steel. No. Right. There's a plug on the end of it. Shall we plug it in? The things we do for YouTube. Right, so I've had a quick check of the flex. There's no breaks in as far as I can tell. I don't even know if the fuse is okay. We are plugged into an RCD socket, and that should be on. And we'll hold a non-metal part on, off. You didn't expect it to work, did you? I did, to be honest, I did. Well, at least I can scrap it in pieces now. I can scrap it in pieces. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? Bloody hell. There's a break in the cable. So, Ian, why don't you stand on it? Ah. That's it. I tell you what, put it over a metal grid and stand on the metal grid. Why don't you, Ian? Anyway, it works. Right, well, when I said I'd check the cable, that bit must have passed me by, and I turn it round because it's quite lucky. It's obviously the hot wire, the brown, which is damaged, and it's just a coincidence that the way I stood on it pushed the two copper cores together, just enough to give it enough power to fire up the motor. Now, what do we do with it? I've already said once, scrap it. If you've ever taken one of these apart, I'm telling you, there's lots of fiddly hard to get out of them. That'll be definitely a big on my time. Right, I'm going to pack it in, but before I do that, go on, I'll show you. Well, I'll show you this. I went and bought one of those fake ivy trellises. I bought that because it matches that one, and at night it lights up like this picture. Right, but at least now all that rubbish is gone. Well, that was what all that guy brought me in here. You're not going to see much difference in here, I don't think. Certainly got rid of all that electronic circuit board stuff. I went through the entire pile, stacked it up better, broke a lot of things up, a lot of things. Right, we got given all that door furniture. Come back to that in a second. That gave us a big bag of brass. Not a great deal. 5 or 6 kilograms. That's going to be 10, 12 pounds in weight. We've also got quite a chunky amount of die cast. There was some aluminium ones which went into me aluminium bag. That was quite a lot of it. That's easily 10, maybe 11 kilograms. Right, we have a dilemma. Because I know when I was going through it, I was coming across these brass window stays. Now, they're obviously vintage, but are they worth more trying to sell them on or scrapping them? Now, I know resale value is obviously a lot more, but it's finding a buyer. Now, there is another type in here, which is this one, which I think is even older than that one. That's what they call the Victorian spoon handled. These had slotted screws stuck in some of them, so that does date it somewhat. I know Chris at the Ultimate Recycle will be going, oh yeah, I could put them in my shop window and get $20 each for them. I don't know. Handles. Well, they could go nice on me shed. Oh, what are these brasses and handle? I don't know. So at the moment I've separated that lot, I might just stick a punt. I don't think these are that old, to be honest. The brass, but they've been lacquered and the lacquer's coming off. So certainly put under a wire wheel, they'll polish up nice. But I have had a good search on eBay and Marketplace, and yes, people are selling them. That's why I got the description, and that was a Victorian spoon handled window stay. There's lots listed. Can't see anybody bidding on them. I've seen them as low as £2 each. And I've seen them up silly money, you know, what I consider silly money. You're talking about £30 for a pair, £15 each. I don't know. They can't sit here forever. It's a bit like Cruiser Mac. Watched his video tonight, and he's took all those plug ends off and he's put them in a bag, and he's like, I'll keep them. No, don't. As an experienced plug scrapper, just scrap them. I kept loads of me, almost look like brand new ones, and I never sold one. Just take the brass pins out, weigh them in, you'll feel so much better. Anyway, that's me in here. I am getting somewhere, really am. Anything else interesting to show you? Well, I've had a quick look round, and the short answer is no. So I'll bid you lot good night and see you in the next video.